Former FBI Director James Comey is divulging details about a private conversation he allegedly had with Chief of Staff John Kelly last year, shortly after President Trump fired Comey. Comey claims in his new book that Kelly called President Trump, quote unquote, dishonorable for firing Comey. But Comey apparently sees no issue with violating John Kelly's confidence and then talking about honor at all, if any part of that is true. Joining us now, Chris Farrell, Director of Investigations and Research for Judicial Watch. Chris, good to see you. This book, I mean, it's stunning. He goes after John Kelly, who was trying apparently to commiserate with him. What does he know about honor?
Nothing. And like I've been saying for literally years now, even when Comey was terribly, terribly popular, he was supposed to be Mr. Integrity, I have long been saying that Comey is utterly without integrity, and whatever he's written is going to be some self-serving drivel about what a genius he is. The news alert will be on the third day after he passes away. He's in for a rude surprise. This interview that he's going to be doing later this weekend, fine, Mr. Comey, have at it. Keep writing and keep talking. I think it's Napoleon who said, never interrupt an opponent when they're in the middle of a mistake. So go for it. Vent your spleen, show everybody how smart you are, and we'll see who laughs last.
Let's turn to the meeting today at the White House. Rosenstein and the President, Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General. I'd like to just put up on the full screen the sequence that fascinates me as to why there should be any question at all about firing Rod Rosenstein and why there's been any to date. Could we get that up, please? Rosenstein convinces on March 2nd of last year Jeff Sessions to recuse himself from the investigation. Rosenstein calls for Trump to fire Comey on May 9th, 2017. And then Rosenstein names a special counsel to investigate Trump's firing of Comey. Can you tell me how in the world any of that makes any sense legally, logically, rationally, and why in the world a special counsel would be permitted to be called, given that the person calling for it is the guy who laid the basis, the premise for his firing?
He's been conflicted and disqualified for months, and everything
from the beginning.
Everything that you had up on that screen, that list, and frankly, there's other additional sort of lesser conflicts and other sort of weird happenstance, but those are the main kind of bullet points. How he still is allowed into the Department of Justice every day is a head scratcher. How people that he is interacting with on a day-to-day basis, they're all sort of whistling past the graveyard as though nothing's wrong. They know these conflicts exist. I don't know how they can pretend that, it's all the normal order of business over there. It's not.
So that being the case, why is there any hesitation on the part of Attorney General Sessions to fire Rosenstein? Why is there any hesitation on the part of the leadership of the Republican Party, and I'm talking about Ryan, I'm talking about McConnell, to stand up and say this is fundamentally a farce, and it is illegal, it is unconstitutional, it is irrational, and against the interest of the United States to subvert a president on these bases? It's madness.
In the end, President Trump will have to make a decision. It'll be a tough one, but he's going to have to lead because Mr. Sessions has neutralized himself or been neutralized, and the other so-called leadership you mentioned, look, they're happy to see this all happen.
Of course.
They love this. They love the turmoil and the ambiguity of who's doing what to who because it further emboldens them, frankly.
It emboldens them, and it also makes them look like the smallest people to ever hold their offices on Capitol Hill. Judicial Watch suing the Justice and State Departments, we understand, to force the release of documents on the Obama-era Uranium One scandal. How goes it?
Well, my colleague Irene Garcia in January 2008 broke the story about Clinton and Bill Clinton and Justra. We've been covering this for 10 years. We first sued over Uranium One in 2015. So this is old news to us, and we're going to keep hammering away at it to get all the records and documents really to fill out the picture. Because so far, you know, guess who was in charge at DOJ and FBI when it came to the Uranium One investigation? It was McCabe at the FBI, and it was Rosenstein at DOJ. And surprise, surprise, the investigation went nowhere. Well, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to continue to pursue it through our own means, legally in the courts, and we're going to get all the documentation. And eventually, again, we're 10 years into this, we'll lay it all out for the American public.